Hi, welcome to Virtually Sunday. My name is Tony Pickler, Mission Outreach Director for Resurrection Parish in Green Bay. I have followed the basketball career of Tony Bennett since the day he walked onto the campus of UWGB in the fall of 1988. I was there the night that Tony and the other Fighting Phoenix won the conference championship to earn the school's first trip to the NCAA Division I tournament. Yep, that was me in my mid-20s, leaping over the media tables in the student section to join the mob of people at midcourt to celebrate. Fast forwarding nearly 30 years, Tony's Virginia Cavalier team experienced the ultimate highs and lows, deaths and resurrections of college basketball in the seasons of 2018 and 2019 as he was coaching the team. In 2018, Tony's team entered the tournament of 64 teams as a highly regarded number one seed. They were expected to go deep into the tournament and perhaps even win the whole thing, except they didn't. The Cavaliers became the first number one seed ever to be knocked out in the first round by a 16 seed. Ouch. I was sick to my stomach all day long. What an experience of dying. It took a whole year to get over the pain of that loss. And that was just me. Can you imagine how Tony Bennett and the team felt? I know his dad, Dick, and his mom, Ann, they were certainly affected by their son's loss. But then the resurrection. In the spring of 2019, Virginia was back in the tournament. After escaping a close first-round matchup, they went on to win the entire tournament, a national championship. From life to death to new life. That is the Paschal Mystery. The readings for this Sunday, Palm Sunday, have that same pattern of the Paschal Mystery, the highs and lows of life. In what is called the Gospel of the Procession with Palms, we hear the familiar story of Jesus instructing a couple of his followers to go into Jerusalem, find a colt, tell the owner that Jesus needs it, and then walk away with the horse. Jesus then triumphantly enters the city on that same colt, with the people spreading their coats on the ground and waving palm branches to greet him. What a triumph, as if he had entered the city as the number one seed. Then we're brought back down to earth, like those Virginia Cavaliers in the NCAA tournament, by the suffering servant reading from Isaiah the prophet. You probably are familiar with it. It goes like this. I have not rebelled, I have not turned my back. I gave my back to those who beat me, my cheeks to those who plucked my beard. My face I did not shield from buffets and spitting. While these words were used to refer to Israel as one who had suffered during the exile, as Christians, we have believed for 2,000 years that these words certainly reflect the reality of Jesus and the suffering that he would endure in his passion and death. In the second reading, we get to the core of what this Paschal Mystery journey is all about. In Paul's letter to the Philippians, the people of Philippi are reminded that they must be humble and empty themselves. We use the word kenosis, or self-emptying, to remind ourselves of what the life of a Christian is all about. It isn't about power. It's not about being number one. It's about following Jesus' example in this. As Paul states, Jesus emptied himself, taking the form of a slave, coming in human likeness, and found human in appearance. He humbled himself, becoming obedient to the point of death, even death on a cross. Because of this, Paul continues, God greatly exalted him and bestowed on him the name which is above every name, that at the name of Jesus every knee should bend, and those in heaven and on earth and under the earth, and every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is Lord, to the glory of God the Father. That is what happens when we humble ourselves, when we become low, when we empty ourselves like Jesus. And finally, we get to the Gospel Passion, the familiar story of how Jesus is betrayed, is beaten, made to carry a cross, and is hung on that very cross and then placed in a tomb after his death. It seems like all is lost. Surely defeat, sure defeat. No championship this year. Until that third day, that third glorious day when God raises Jesus from the dead to new life. As we make this same Paschal Mystery journey this week, from life to death to new life. We recall our own experiences of death and resurrection. For some, they might not be as dramatic as a national humiliation on national TV, followed by the crowning as a national champion. For others, basketball is kids' game compared to the loss that they have experienced. But we remember our deaths and resurrections nonetheless. May you have a blessed Holy Week, and as we journey from life to death to new life on Easter Sunday, peace be with you.